guys, and welcome to the Sunday night stream. How are we all doing? I am doing all right. I have a new webcam. Yeah, so my week turned out. I had a strange week. Let me put it that way. At the start of the week, I was stressed out. I didn't want to go to work. I was honestly considering taking the last 2 days off because, like, I was that stressed with it. Then I had a good conversation with my boss and stuff, and got some stuff done and figured some stuff out. And then on Friday, gets a phone call of the overall head of IT for the UK, which normally, well, like even he admits, like, yeah, people tend to get nervous when I ring. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I got quite nervous. And then it turns out I won something called a Way Beyond award, which was really good. So I got an Amazon gift voucher for it, so I treated myself to a new webcam. Should be in 4K. Proving that 4K doesn't actually make that much of a difference right now, because I'm looking, well, it's a 1080p screen, so I can't really tell anything on OBS when I'm looking over here. But maybe you guys can tell something different. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, it was like I had a really rough couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden it just turned good. It was weird. So yeah, but that's that. So yeah, back on working with work and stuff. My new webcam means that next time we do an unboxing, which should be in the next couple of weeks, I have a far superior webcam to actually do the close-up of the unboxing with. So that's really good. And yeah, that's that. So yeah, I've also had a pretty good week, and I'm super proud of my daughter. This weekend we took her to something called Street Bikes, which is near the house, which is it's basically you go and you pay a £5 and you get to ride a bike around an athletics track. But like all the people there, it's like they'll teach your kid how to ride as well. And we got there and we were the only ones there. We donated an old bike at Littlelands. And when that guy just came up to me, he was like, is she good at it? Not really, because like she managed to get to the point where she could ride, but she just went, she sort of got the confidence, and then we stopped having the opportunity to take her out on a bike. So she sort of lost the will to do it. I'm like, right, fine. I teach girls like her to ride bikes. I'll sort it. And he did. We were there for just over an hour. By end of lesson, by end of the session, she was riding by herself. She wasn't going very far, and she'd get so far and then panic and pull the brakes and stop and stuff. But she never gave up. She always just got back on the bike and tried going, and really good. She freaked herself out a few times, got really upset, were in tears, and she sorted herself out, got back on the bike and carried on going. And at the end of the session, she got off the bike, dropped the bike, just came running over to give me the biggest hug in the world, and just burst into tears. And I don't really know why that happened. It did, so I dealt with it. I went home. I kept telling her how proud I was of her, and she was absolutely brilliant, and she could ride a bike by herself by the end of it. And so on the way home, we stopped off at a shop. I got her some sweets as a treat and whatever drink she wanted. And I also, at the same time as buying this new webcam, I also bought her a copy of Minecraft on the Switch, because she'd been asking for it for a while. So I was just like, yeah, let's do it. So we now have Minecraft. I don't understand Minecraft. My brain is not built for Minecraft. We did put it into creative mode, which may be part of the problem. Maybe what I need to do is like look up some videos or put it in survival mode or something. I don't know. I've also downloaded Minecraft through PC Game Pass. So yeah, create a desktop shortcut for that actually. Do that now when I'm thinking about it, so then it's done. So yeah, I'm not sure there's going to be any Minecraft content coming to the channel as yet, because again, I don't fully understand Minecraft. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be a good few streams just trying to figure out Minecraft, but I don't know. We shall see, folks. We shall see. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. There we go. Right. But for now, we've still got Final Fantasy 16 to play through. Let's do it. I also took my nephew to see Transformers Rise of the Beasts today. Just me and him. I did say I'd take him. And long-term viewers. Right. Remember that I said that I'd already seen Transformers Rise of the Beasts? Because I have. This was my second time seeing it. He doesn't know that. I'm not bothered. I actually found it. I'm glad I went and saw it a second time. Because it's a better movie than I gave it credit for the first time around. Like, I didn't realise that when Unicron was on screen in it, they play the Unicron music from Transformers the movie and stuff, and it was really cool. I actually really enjoyed it this second time. It almost, possibly, maybe like the Maximals. Just a little bit. I still think the vehicle Transformers are so much cooler. Even the ones that turned into beasts or the animals, but they looked like robot animals. They weren't trying to be like, oh no, we actually turn into a gorilla and you can't tell the difference. No, this is a highly stylized gorilla that looks like a robot gorilla. I still prefer them over the Maximals. But that's just me. I'm an old school Transformers fan. Right. Things fall apart. Where were we at? What were we doing? Head North Reach in its dilemma. Oh yeah. No, we were going to fight Atlas again.
I can walk from here.
Right. I believe we can defeat Atlas. Ooh. One sec, folks. Alright. That looks better. Right, sorry. With the change of webcam comes a change in the size of the thing. Thank you. Hey man, I can't die, you stupid goblin asshole. Yeah, there was a trailer for this when we were seeing when we were seeing Transformers, and it popped up with a little 18 rating. And my nephew, bless his little heart, just told me, why are they showing an 18 thing? This is a 12A. I'm like, I love that you said that. He also, you got a drink in it, you got a icy. If you don't know what an icy is, if you ever had a Tango Ice Blast, it's the same thing, just different flavours. And he got one of them and he took a first sip of it and just went, ah, I'm proud of that drink. Like, what are you even talking about? Right. We can take this guy down. God damn it. Just fucking get staggered. Alright. I just figured something out. Oh, what? Makes you invincible from it. God damn it. I was so close. So close. Changed up my tactics a little bit there, and that actually worked out really well. So Willow Wikes does make you invulnerable, so I need to be doing Willow Wikes more and not just use them when they're staggered. I think that's my biggest problem. Waiting until they were staggered and then using all my abilities, and basically I need to spam Willow Wikes as much as possible.
Oh, do.
Oh, do.
There you go.
I am so running out of money.
Much obliged. That all, is it?
Yep, that's all. Wrong way.
Come on. Straight home now. This one.
Right. I'm doing this for a reason. I want to see, since this is
awake.
This one's awake. Exactly. Chronology is similar to the RH stand in that within them is in the virtual battlefield accessible by Clive and Clive alone. Each chronolith presents Clive with a time trial in which he must combat continuous waves of deadly enemies equipped only with the feat and abilities of a single icon. Okay.
Let's see what's inside.
I'm just saying many OS hiring trial action. Most have come house Devil's House wielding the blessing of a single icon Phoenix. Alright. Mix it up instead of just fighting Atlas. Complete trial clan must defeat all enemies before time runs out using only predetermined feat and abilities of a single icon. Time can be extended by further certain battle techniques specified at the start of each trial phase. Vanquish all enemies with the feat and abilities. Okay. Come on, you fucker.
Nice try.
You lose. Stage 1 complete. See how far we can get. Why not? Damn you. Trial failed. Leave. I bet you get some good weapons for them. I don't know anything about it.
Good girl. Yeah.
One day in this game, I will get the timing down on the precision dodge so that I can do it every single time. But I just not today.
This one. Get him.
Alright. Come on, Atlas. You're going down, bitch.
This one. Get him. Sick. It's over. Get him.
Alright. Atlas falls. I hope. Damn it. That was annoying. And I'd probably seen that coming if I hadn't have gone and used aerial blast.
And some of you
All the items in these. That's something. Oh.
good girl.
You'd have to be very good at the combat of this game to be able to take on those chronolith trials. I bet you do get some pretty decent rewards out of them. But in terms of weapons, but am I that bothered? No. No, I am not.
I can walk from here.
Dee. I've only got 1060 AP, so I don't think there's even any AP upgrades we can do to help with this guy. This guy's so hard. I can do it at the level that I am. I just need to get very, very lucky. I really have to be
And some of you
on the ball with see, I need to not use aerial blast until he's staggered. That's something I need to do. $2,700 AP for Giga Flare. When you civil through is concentrate and light energy that pursue a target, bind it, and then deal it continuous damage. Fire breath. Okay. Really need to upgrade all my most powerful attacks.
Good girl. Faster.
But like, in the AP to do that, it's proving difficult.
We're not alone.
I can walk from here.
Careful.
I suppose by fighting all these things, I am ever so slowly building up my AP. But it is slow going.
Company.
Get him. Go for him. Attack. Get him. Get him. Over here.
Okay, that's that done. Once again, into the breach.
This one. This one. Over here. This one. Too slow. This one.
Oh, just fucking stagger.
Get him. Let's try.
Come on, he's well over halfway down. Come on, please charge. I wish this thing would charge faster. I am so close. Just gonna... Come on, into the gears. There we go, finally. I deserve more than 120 AP for that. Although I'll take the 20 grand.
Back to sleep with you.
Alright, any chests floating about? New. Okay. Aid Northreach in its dilemma. Alright, let's do it.
First, we find Isabel.
Welcome.
An excellent choice. You've a keen eye. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Oh,
I'll be
she has
here if
the,
you need me.
like, the most fake
I saw it with my own eyes.
talk in the world, like salesman. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. Off. None of shit.
I can't do it.
That's not Isabel.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Okay. I can't imagine her going to the garrison is a good thing. But let's find out.
We could leave.
Dennis is walking to her, arguing with some captain.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty.
See?
Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
You
Not
soldiers.
if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs.
That was said in a weird way.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family.
Don't leave me, Paul.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Make for more. Right. Before we do that, I'm just gonna need the toilet, so a quick break, go to the toilet, and we're back in a sec. Alright. I'm back. Let's make for more. Ooh, that means we can do some AP farming while we're here.
It was all they could do to escape.
That's... Assuming the bluebirds are here, that is. And they're not. Well, that's just annoying. Here's a dragon. Go take on the dragon. Go take on the dragon. Screw it. Hello.
No mistakes. This one.
Well, 96 AP for killing that sort of makes up for some stuff, to be fair. Although I would have, like, got nearly double that for all the bluebirds.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me. Get him. Get him. Over here! Get him!
You stupid bitch.
Do you think there are more?
Yes.
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Mm-hmm.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Good.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now,
You guys do your thing. We're gonna
I
go.
have sentries to post. Lady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
You're welcome. Alright, so we can't actually do AP farming right now. Which is somewhat annoying. Let's just go back to the hideaway on his way to Dollar Mill.
Still alive, are you? Go on, then. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
So, will it be?
Yeah.
That it? Fine.
Yep, that's it.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into town?
Go have a look at the new missive. Over here. Clive, the town's thanks for helping with those thralls, but neither of us are now to think we've seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, By afterward, the rank of captain has begun to wear heavily upon his shoulders, just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the wear ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Flames burn bright. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, and others but more of their nameless number. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working. So, as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squaring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has no more worthy than you. The Guardians are getting along with the axes fine enough, working short the rest's walls when not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic had you not given the horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've around to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. Damn straight you give me some free beer.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
See, I thought I might have something. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, son.
1,500.
You earned this.
Ability points. Damn straight. I earned that. Giga Flare. And puts me down just 4. But all right. On to Delamil. Boom, boom. This don't look as vibrant as it once was.
Sid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
Like you a little prick.
Sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Down the rabbit hole. Alright.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Oh, just send me in jail.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Yep. Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
I mean, it will be useful.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would
That's
Sid
true.
the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own.
Okay.
Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
play along.
What he means to say is yes.
I'm not sure this is... Basically, I think they're gonna go tell him that we're the bad guys.
Picture it, Conrad.
Could be wrong.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of
This is a good angle.
better avenge the deaths
I like
of
that.
brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Alright, one down.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
That is probably true, to be fair.
Is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Sounds fair. I'm gonna say us going out to kill a bunch of bandits.
Our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
Okay.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the
Of course you
bandits
do.
march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
When we say hold them off, we do mean we're gonna go fuck them up. Hello, dipshits. I pressed the wrong button.
He's all yours.
Over here! They mean to overwhelm us.
Oh, you die.
This
Come on, then, dipshits.
better already.
Wrong icon. There we go. It's silly of me, that one. Forgetting I had the wrong icon equipped.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
Yes, yes they could.
What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Go on, reconcile.
I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Down the rabbit hole.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Down to the hideaway. Awesome.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Because we're playing a video game.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Oh, we definitely need to do that, man.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, Both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
We know fuck all. I kinda need to know.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
You can absorb other icons.
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
It wouldn't make sense.
I've done that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Time to go fuck up some Akashic.
Well, what's the short of it?
Thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Talia
Yeah,
not
we know.
such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Two icons of phlegm. Ooh. Magath Brothers. The Pack. Oh. Maybe we'll go do the hunt boards. Right. We've got 3 side quests. We might as well pick all 3 of them up and go do them.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly.
I mean...
They were in the atrium when I last saw them.
Kids do.
As always.
Seems the hideaway's lost its
blasted
appetite.
book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be
Fair
seen
enough.
as playing favourites,
Bit of healthy
I suggest you
competition
lend me a hand.
is never bad.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Why can't you go and ask him?
I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Fine.
I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
Oh. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
I'm not afraid of a lashing.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't
So
you?
much innuendo.
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Alright. What about kids? Glad I'm not like traveling about the realm for this, although the ingredients one I probably will have to.
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
Kids.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Engineer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Inspect the scales.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
This is just like a cutscene. The arm. Yeah.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny
Put down
piece
in order. Why
is
not?
what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Miradol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move
true.
and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
About the gear.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Miradol's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Miradol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Again, they haven't put the gear on. The gear.
Look, we
There you
never
go.
used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Go on, kids, you can put it together.
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
I heard the Emperor was impaled.
Yes, the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear. Because he was a bit of an evil twat, if we're being honest.
Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at?
It's all as a
Not
brick there.
once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents,
That's not
do
what
ya?
it said. You grumpy old twat.
I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Canned goods.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well,
perhaps not.
I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Jock.
Seems the hideaways.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
He did.
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise.
Fair enough.
She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Hippocrates.
Horseman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Saint-Brequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. the descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sambraquois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So I know where to look
That's
for
one down.
liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Okay. Is the storms coming? Don't know.
Seems the hideaway has lost its.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up while you can. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
All right.
Did you see the pair that got hauled?
Another side quest on the reading table. Well, we've completed one. Matters persona. The Garden League have put aside their differences with Tiberian, allowing us all leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, I suggest working on your delivery and your projection, and the stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Master Clive, I apologise for the sudden untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle is presented with a task most vexing. I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it pleases you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, and I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford, Seneschal to Lord Byron Rossfield.
Rutherford? Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
No, so I picked. See, that's just annoying. I've picked up all of these and now I can't actually go to them. Fine. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Alright. Or, just saying, we'll go do these. Alright. Will I get the bluebirds? Don't think I will. There's still an ether flood, isn't there? So I'm gonna say that we probably won't get that.
To the meadows then.
This one.
Alright.
This one.
Joshua, the massive fiery energy beam. A little bit not required.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers.
I mean, all these bright yellow flowers around and that massive bright blue dragon there.
This must be our wyvern. Alright, let's get this over with.
Ooh, melt that health bar. You lose.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Ooh, that massive patch of stuff there seems like a winner.
think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
We'll head back once we do all the others. Or at least this one, because there's only 10 minutes left. What's Goose doing? Being a literal massive dumbass.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave.
Bollocks.
Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers.
Oh, that means I'm doing it.
Traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
The finest sell swords in Storm couldn't hold a candle to our new
Alright, how exactly do I get over there?
Fuck!
Okay,
The gentleman of the town guard is
I understand how it
what a
back.
mess.
No, we don't. We go out this gate.
Dalimil's saved.
You
Bit of a rabbit warren. This one.
Safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Not like there being much of a nest in there. It's not exactly a massive structure, is it?
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So,
What now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Really, boys?
Leave now, and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Who is casting cure? Villain. Not being healed. There we go. Enemy slain.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Hopefully Goots is okay.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue.
Fuck you.
Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goose, no.
Enough, all of you!
Oh, hello, Karen.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalimil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you?
Karen.
Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Gooch, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Nice. Don't fuck with the merchant.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his
I mean, that would cause him to want to get revenge.
Boots into this. It didn't hurt you, did it?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me
she's not wrong.
Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Ta-ra.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
No, I think that's a good wife thing. In Rutherford at Martha's Rest. Yeah, we'll just go there and then we'll call it night, and at least then I'm in the right place. Alright. Okay, that is it for me. Thank you so much. you so much for watching. As always, I will be back tomorrow, 9 PM UK time, 1 PM PST, 4 PM EST, with some more Final Fantasy 16. So have a fantastic Monday, first day back at work. Not school, because it's the 6-week holidays in the UK, and I'm guessing it's some sort of summer holiday at school everywhere else. So yeah, enjoy whatever you're doing tomorrow. Sweet dreams, and I'll catch you tomorrow night. Good night.